Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to sisi, the test server for EVE Online. And we got some new stuff to test out here, so I do want to share some of this with you. Keep in mind this is the test server, so everything you're seeing is work in progress and still subject to change. But the first thing you're seeing here is the new Gila and Moa model, which I think looks pretty badass. It definitely looks a lot more like a capable capable ship than well, you still have an idea of what the old model looks like over here. The model still has some problems with it. You can already see the hovering lights that are not in the correct position. And if I add the fourth launcher here on this Gila, let me quickly show that as well. Where are my launchers? Over here. You can see that it's going to hover outside of the model. So that is definitely still something that needs to be worked. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, and at least we have the model over here. And even now, maybe I can zoom in close enough. You can see that the launcher models are still not in the correct direction either. Still very much a clipping situation. The Gila is also supposed to receive like a warp effect. I think it's something on the front that's supposed to change, but that's not in yet either. If you go for the Moa, honestly, I prefer the Moa skin. It looks a lot more Kaldari, a lot more serious. So I do prefer this above the Gila, but I think the model looks fine. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome to see in combat. Yeah, speaking of these warp effects, let me show you guys the Talos, because this one actually received one. So that's going to be something pretty cool to quickly show as well. So let's undock this Talos. So yeah, keep in mind the Gila is supposed to still have one, but it's not in yet. But if I warp to planet 1 here with this Talos, you will see that something is changing. I've not fitted anything else except for the guns on the Talos here. Just a quick fit to show you guys this new effect. So let's warp off here. The guns are retreating, and over here you can see what looks like a cooling system when the warp drives are active that opens up. So yeah, nice little effect added to the Talos when it enters and comes out of warp. Now if you look pretty close at it, you can see like a heat effect above these engine elements. Pretty cool stuff, very nice attention to detail. And so yeah, that's just part of the ongoing evolution of EVE Online. You know, CCP is constantly trying to update stuff in the game, and hopefully with the new release schedule that they're working on, this is going to become yeah, even more smooth, and EVE Online will be able to continue to improve. Talking about improvements, one I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. Let me quickly create my own fleet here, form a fleet. And we have color coding on the broadcast history. That's going to help people in fleets quite a lot. So if you form a fleet, you can go over here to broadcast settings, and you can see I've already added some color codings here as well. For instance, to need armor, need capacitor. So you can just click on it, and then you can choose from a variety of colors. This is definitely going to help for stuff like targeting. You can always color code that red, for instance. But also for the guys that need armor, need capacitor, stuff like that in one color is going to help your logistics quite a lot. And so now for instance, you know, enemy spotted, still the old way. So that's how the old broadcast would look, just one page full of text. But now if I go for need armor, you can see a nice yellow one. Need shields, it's green. You know, you can really customize this any way you want. Need capacitor, you can do something else. I mean, position add, everything you really need, you can actually give that a different color. I think that's going to help fleets out quite a lot. This should really improve the fleet experience, despite the fact that it's just a small change to one of the fleet windows. I think this is going to be pretty damn awesome. So yeah, I think that's really it. There are the warp in and warp out effects as well. Unfortunately, since I am alone, I can't show that from the current recording. Still, I managed to get into another mass test. So here we go. I got another 2 million skill points to allocate. and that means I did get a chance to get a little bit of footage from that test as well, which is what I'll show you guys right after I dock up here, and we can once again see the change to the telos when it warps. So yeah, after this I'll show you guys some footage from the mass test with the warp in and warp out effects, and also a first look at the Barghest, which was flown by one of the devs. That one is definitely still work in progress. The skin is going to change. That's already been confirmed. It looks way too plain at the moment to be finished. But yeah, sisi flew it. Why not show it? So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.